outstanding drill sergeants. They come to become non-commissioned officers, prepared to lead platoons, troops, companies, battalions, squadrons, and brigades. At the Maneuver Center of Excellence, we collectively make our army better. Units rely on us to deliver. This mission is based on the foundation of trust. We make a handshake with America every time new soldiers arrive. We must maintain the trust and confidence of those who must stand today. Character of war is always changing. We must stay on the cutting edge. The nature of war remains the same. A brutal contest of will that demands a piece of teeth for soldiers who are fit, disciplined, highly trained, and have the will to win. We are at the epicenter of this here at Fort Benning. This is exactly what we do. Train the forces to fight and win in the crucible of ground combat. There's no more place to be than right now. One course, one fight.
gentlemen, this is the Infantry Rifle Squad, the foundation of the Army's decisive force and the embodiment of the warrior ethos. Infantry soldiers have the most challenging job of any member of the armed forces. They carry the fight to the enemy around the world. They're the standard of all the armies of the world, leading by example in the fight to defend freedom against ruthless terror. With the increased firepower and lethality of today's weapons, every infantry soldier must be trained to stand for over 200 tasks to defeat our enemies on any battlefield. The infantry soldiers graduating today are accomplished marksmen, able to engage the enemy day and night. They understand how to move, shoot, and communicate as a team. They are adaptable warriors who can fight as a mechanized force with strikers and radios, from the sky as airborne and aerosol, and use training as the basis for our elites. The squad is led by a staff sergeant Wyatt Stackpole and the company first sergeant and sergeant first class Cody Rhodes. The company commander for Delta Company is Captain Carlos Rivera, and the company first sergeant is First Sergeant Tad Snyder. Commander of Troops for today's ceremony is Major Win Dang, Executive Officer of the 2nd Battalion, 47th Infantry Regiment. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the invocation and remain standing.
Sir, formation is formed.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem and the Blue Infantry Corps. Turning blue signifies the rite of passage of these soldiers to carry on the finest traditions of the infantry. The infantry crossed rifles, blue discs, and blue cords mark these soldiers as qualified to be the finest soldiers in the world. United States Army infantry soldiers. The soldiers most responsible for the training of these infantry soldiers are the drill sergeants, who are carefully selected by the Department of the Army. The drill sergeant campaign hat and badge have been a stoic symbol of professionalism and pride since 1962. At this time, the drill sergeant disciple for Bravo Company, 2nd Battalion, 47th Infantry Regiment, Drill Sergeant Trey Robinson, will recite the Drill Sergeant's Creed.
Drill Sergeant Gray, I am a drill sergeant. I will assist each individual in their efforts to become a highly motivated, well-disciplined, physically and mentally fit soldier, capable of defeating any enemy on today's modern battlefield. I will instill pride in all I train, pride in self, in the Army, and in the country. I will insist that each soldier needs to maintain the Army standards of military merit and courtesy consistent with the highest tradition of the U.S. Army. I will lead by example, never requiring a soldier to attempt any task I would not do myself. But first, last, and always, I'm an American soldier, sworn to defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, both foreign and domestic. I am a drill sergeant. Best, well defend.
At this time, the official party will present the awards. The drill sergeants of the cycle will each receive the Army Commendation Medal, and the soldiers of the cycle will each receive the Army Achievement Medal. Receiving the Drill Sergeant of the Cycle Award for Bravo Company, 2nd Battalion, 47th Infantry Regiment, is Drill Sergeant Trey Robinson from Jonesboro, Georgia. The Soldier of the Cycle for Bravo Company is Private First Class Garrison Roach from Fort Bragg, California. Private First Class Roach's following assignment is the Ranger Assessment and Selection Program. Receiving the Drill Sergeant of the Cycle Award from Delta Company is Drill Sergeant Cameron Bogle from Austin, Texas. The Soldier of the Cycle for Delta Company is Private Ryan Hayden from Newton, Massachusetts. Hayden's following assignment is the Ranger Team Leader Initiative. Drill Sergeant of the Year title is given to the top drill sergeant of the 197th Infantry Brigade. This is selected through a rigorous, physically and mentally challenging 3-day competition. At this time, we will now award the brigade's Drill Sergeant of the Year, Drill Sergeant Scott Myers from Alpha Company, 2nd Battalion, 29th Infantry Regiment, with an ARCOM and a sledgehammer for his
A call that serves as the link between us and our forebears who took the field at Lexington and Concord 250 years ago just last weekend. And for the last 22 weeks, we have done all we could to immerse these men in training that feels every bit as real as those battles fought by our ancestors, from intense Georgia heat to record cold and snow to rain that makes even the simplest task hard. For some, infantry training has been the most difficult obstacle they've faced and overcome. But they rose to every challenge, truly living up to our battalion motto, Panthers never quit. Discipline, he said, is the soul of an army. Today, General Washington's words are as important as ever. And on this day, we recognize that you have all exhibited the discipline required of American soldiers and Army infantrymen. From this day on, I ask that you make yourself worthy of this great honor. Make yourself worthy of the love and admiration of your family and loved ones. Make yourself worthy of the privilege to be called an American citizen. And always, always remember that you are the infantry. You are your country's strength in war, her deterrent in peace. You are the heart of the fight, wherever, whenever. Congratulations to you all. Today is not the end of anything for you. It's just the beginning. And I wish you good luck and Godspeed as you embark on your next Army adventure. Follow me, forever forward, Panthers never quit.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Soldier's Creed is the standard for all soldiers to live by. The Soldier's Creed helps soldiers understand that despite their very diverse backgrounds, all soldiers are warriors and members of a team. We invite all soldiers, both past and present, to stand and join us as the Soldier of the Cycle from Delta Company, 2nd Battalion, 47th Infantry Regiment, Private Ryan Hayden, leads the Army's newest soldiers in the Soldier's Creed.
The Soldier's Creed!
Yeah.
and gentlemen, as the soldiers pass to your front, we invite you to take pictures, but please remain in your seats. When the American flag passes to your front, we ask that you rise and the gentlemen remove their headgear. Once the American flag has passed your location, you may be seated. Additionally, we ask that you please remain in your seats until the band has completely left the field. The commander of troops for today's ceremony is Major Win Day. Now approaching the next stand is the Center of Excellence Band, led by drum major Sergeant Jeremy Leach and commanded by Second Lieutenant Andre South. Bravo Company, Second Lieutenant, Second Infantry Regiment, is commanded by Captain Wyatt Stackpole of Santa Cruz, California. Platoon Sergeant, First Platoon, Senior Drill Sergeant, Bill Don Carnes, Indiana. The platoon sergeant, second platoon, senior drill sergeant, Daniel Mejia from White, North Carolina. The platoon sergeant for third platoon, senior drill sergeant, Trevor LaPlante from Kansas City, Kansas. The platoon sergeant, fourth platoon, senior drill sergeant Tyler Grace from York, Pennsylvania. The first sergeant from Bravo Company, Sergeant First Class Cody Rhodes from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The color sergeant and staff sergeant Rajahad. Delta Company, 2nd Battalion, 47th Infantry Regiment, is commanded by Captain Carlos Rivera, Jose Puerto Rico. The platoon sergeant for 1st Platoon, Senior Drill Sergeant Dylan Marion from Currituck, North Carolina. The platoon sergeant for 2nd Platoon, Senior Drill Sergeant Mark Becker from Owensville, Missouri. The platoon sergeant for 3rd Platoon, Senior Drill Sergeant Spencer Harris from Greenville, Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for attending today's graduation ceremony and joining us in letting you legacy.
Hold on.